Hey collective, let's get some messages for the 26th. This is June 2022. What is the energy? What is collective consciousness energy today? Please God, clear, concise messages on a 3. Amen. All right, what's the situation today, collective? I do take facing up cards only, guys. When I'm getting jumper cards. All right, situation. All right, Knight of Wands coming out for the situation. So this could be a flirty, fun adventure, really just summing it up here. This is player energy, so this is like games and adventure and excitement and philosophy and potential and all of that stuff. If you're not dealing with a Sagittarius, you could be dealing with a younger fire sign male. Or you could be out on an adventure seeking one, or the situation today could be calling for one, or be centered around that. There could be overseas travel here and higher education as well. Also, I find because it's Sagittarius, there is like a sibling or duality situation here, just because it's opposite of the third house, Gemini. All right, what are your thoughts? You or the other person's thoughts about the situation. There could be an element of hot climate here as well. Thoughts, you or the other person's thoughts about the situation. All right. Wow, here's another knight coming out with the Chariot on the other side of it. So totally, now we have an adventure that could involve not only travel, but now there's communication or communicating this. We see 2 knights here, so there could be friends from the past. Could be featured here. A Cancer individual, or we do have Gemini, right? Showing up in that energy with the Knight of Swords, and then Cancer here with the Chariot. This is a victory in communication though, and it does or possibly has to do with a vehicle or home or several of them. But generally speaking, like your home base, your vehicle, your number one something. Usually a direction. Excuse me, but this is definitely going in one direction, choosing a position. There is courage here in addition to self-discipline here with the Chariot. You have to be able to forge forward. So communicating around this adventure or this player energy. Yeah, travel here is definitely indicated. Even if it's, like I say, about communicating about travel. All right, what are your feelings? What are the other person's feelings about the situation? If this is about work or, you know, any type of work here, this could be communication problems or just some sort of, oops, okay. Communication, I would just say differences. I get an aggression vibe from the Knight of Swords. It's just who he is. He's just argumentative. But it's here and gone, right? It's that mutable energy, so it can change very quickly. Communication or thinking patterns here around the thoughts are changing rapidly, it looks like. With regard to the situation. And today the situation will be the Knight of Wands here. Telling someone about travel, that type of thing. All right, feelings. What are you or the other person's feelings about the situation? I take uprights only, and if you don't like the shuffling, please feel free to scroll ahead until you see the cards come out. What are your feelings? You know that. All right. Other person's feelings. You or them. That's so funny. I knew I was going to see the Ace of Cups. I can't explain it, guys. I feel sometimes these cards, and yeah. So the feelings includes a lot of feelings. There's just a lot of, oh, there's two aces here. Interesting. So it's definitely affecting your feelings about this. It's like a coming and going, not knowing which way to go about this. Feeling like you have to rush in and say something, but at the same time, what is going to be appealing, right? Can you come in and be this flirty or this, say, laissez-faire or sort of, I don't know what the word would be here, not so serious, like lightheartedness here is indicated, right, around the whole situation. But behind that, there's a lot of seriousness, right? Because we have this argumentative energy here and some courage and, you know, this victory around, say, the spoken word or the thinking patterns here. So we have Taurus energy showing up twice in the heart situation or in the feelings about the situation in both the King of Pentacles and the Hierophant card. So more lessons around, you know, poverty and wealth and what it means to you. Honesty. Here's another victory card, a victory of the mind. We have Ace of Swords, King of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles, the Hierophant, the Ace of Cups, and the Eight of Pentacles. So possible new workplace or home. And this could be, you know, maybe communication having to do with this as well. And making something last. Like, how do you make something that in your heart or in the feelings here is so long-term or fixed and, you know, overflowing. There's a lot of love here. that you've spent a lot of time on. How it's like, how do you come across and seem so cool? Okay, that's what I'm seeing here. That's what I'm feeling more about this than anything. Like, how do you just sort of be like, yeah, you know, it's cool, everything's cool, but it's not. Like, it's very serious here because, you know, in your heart. And again, communication difference is showing up. You know, learning how to do this because you know it's important. Tradition. Something wasn't working here that was traditionally working for you. And it's kind of, you were the other person, right? Being forced here in the heart space or in the feelings about whatever this adventure is, or travel, or, you know, just energy, like I say, philosophy in general, or player energy, like games, stuff. It's very vivacious energy here. There's a lot. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying it's, well, you know, poor intentioned or anything like that. It's just that it comes with a lot of stuff, and I'm just feeling like I feel courage here, but I don't feel a lot of confidence here. If that makes sense to you. Like, the king is showing up in the feelings, and he's the master here, but this is the mastery of this, like, oh, this overwhelming feeling. And it could even be here with this, you know, possession, right? Like, this is so in your heart. It's affecting a part of you. So yes, and then with it looking next to this, with the Five of Pentacles being there, it just feels like feeling left behind. The feelings are very insecure, right? There's that insecurity here, not knowing if this is going to last. Let's see the most probable outcome here, collective. I never know what I'm going to see here in these readings. It's very interesting. Let's see. Most probable outcome for this situation. All right. So these are all in the progressive. Wow. Okay. So we have some third-party energy showing up. Three of Pentacles, Three of Swords in the center. We saw the Three of Swords a couple of days ago. You know, yeah, I definitely feel like... there's this opportunity here to ameliorate your own pain or stagnation. It's like the courage of convictions here and being willing to follow through with something. Cutting a loss is going to be a big part of it. Something that felt like, you know, it's a loss. It's affecting you in a big way because it's a possessive loss here. It's so much earth energy, and then this truth around working and establishment. The offer, as it were, here with the Page of Pentacles opposite of the Three of Pentacles, with this collaboration. We have a very similar energy, believe it or not, in the Hierophant. So we have more church energy, traditions, you know, initiation, leveling up, life events, marriage included. It's a marriage card. With the collaboration opposite of this Page of Pentacles, where we have this offer, usually good news, but good news around a creative or endeavor or project or the arts. With the Three of Swords in the center, something has got in the middle. This is a broken heart. Most probable outcome. So yeah, in terms of this coming in, as I say, I just don't feel the confidence. If this decision can wait until another day, that might be nice to do that. Oh, my table was a little wet. Must have had something there. Yeah, more 5 showing up. And that's what it's all about. So let's get to some other energy here. My card's all wet. All right. Yeah. You do have the courage to pull through. It's almost like another day. Like you just have to get through. Like hold on for one more day. You know that song? Kind of like that. Because yes, there's definitely discord. Right back in the thoughts. We're following up with some more swords energy. In the heart space, right around this working situation, work conditions. Yeah, established. This is also apprenticeship, right? So he could be in the middle of perfecting something, and the most probable outcome, yeah, with this broken heart around collaboration. What comes around goes around, across from each other. Look at this, Wheel of Fortune, opposite of the Temperance card with the 5 of Swords in the center. So listen, this is where the language, the thoughts, thinking, beliefs, information, whatever's going on here in this thinking, right? Travel, rushing energy, possibly around a Cancer person, is just, you know, this come around and then this right timing. Low self-esteem right in the center of it. So it may not be shyness like we saw yesterday, and the Page of Cups, I believe, showed up yesterday for the most probable outcome. I think that might have been an avenue to take, but for some reason that's just not here. So, you know, if you feel like that's possible, you are the other person here, I would just, you know, get out of the head, get out of the thinking, overthinking, and just try to remember that something is going to come around. It's probably something, you know, the 5 of Swords here is definitely something from the past. It's already happened. But with the Temperance, this is patience, and then we have this rollover, more Jupiter energy showing up about the whole situation, being the Page of Wands as well. So we have very, I would say, lucky energy showing up. So what is this 5 of Swords all about? Well, as I say, that's the lack of self-confidence here. So internal or subconscious energy. There is a way around this, right? You can choose love. You can work on something here for yourself, for something better. You know, if you're willing to learn from it. It's a hard lesson. I see that. Yes, so subconscious, right? Here's the Magician again, 9 of Cups, and then the 8 of Swords. So we saw these two yesterday. The Magician is Gemini energy. So now we have our thoughts and thinking. And there could be some drinking, overindulging, but just this sense of self-satisfaction here, opposite of this 8 of Swords. So back with this mental energy. And this is, I can't see a way out, being way too close to a problem to see a way out. And you could just be trying to run from problems right here. Yeah. Here subconsciously, like not, there could be a sense of denial for sure. I'm seeing the 8 of Swords here as an element of denial. So that could be important here to recognize that something could very much be over and that the work together potential is not conducive to, you know, good communication or you know, creative communication here is blocked. I do see that, but it's definitely being too close with the 8 of Swords. Overthinking as well could be an element of it. Generally about the past, right? So forward movement, forward thinking here is necessary. Beware of your thoughts here, guys, because in the subconscious, here across from this mental manifestation energy is the Eight of Swords, and then your whole world is moving very quickly here, right? Very quickly towards these thoughts. It could be argumentative, so we want to stay away from this. We want to stay away from back talk or anything like that. It's even about ourselves, even if it's about how we think about ourselves or that type of thing. If it's not constructive, it's probably not going to be helpful. So Nine of Cups in the center is just sort of giving me here in this situation for the subconscious energy you're going on within. There's a sense of, yeah, I just feel like game playing here, and I don't see the point. I really don't. I see this sort of, what do you know, kind of, like disrespectful somehow. You were the other person of their time or something. So, yeah, maybe that just could be an element here. This is a very unusual reading. I don't usually see these types of readings. This is just what's going on, collective, I guess. We shall see. I'm collective too, right? I am right there with you. I have yet to see this play out. It'll be interesting to see how it does. So you have Cups energy, 9 here in the subconscious, 10 for overall energy for the whole reading, opposite here of the Strength. So we have some Leo energy showing up, some bright, sunny, courageous, but not only that, to calm our passions, to know that we can see ourselves ahead. And this is where I'm getting this sort of cheeky, like it's a game, but it's not like you're not taking it seriously, but if you could treat it a little bit more like a game in the best way, like leveling up or catching things, you know, rewarding yourselves for these things that you're catching early on, or that you refuse to repeat, or that you can say, yeah, like I'm not going to do this time around. I'm going to challenge myself here. So that's the fun part about this. This could be fun about it. Otherwise, it could feel like a chore. But aggressively into the future. I love this because Major Arcana is showing up right across from this 10 of Cups. And this is pure happiness, emotional fulfillment. And this is the control of your passions. So you know you deserve this. You know it's coming. But getting out of your own way is a big part of it. Refusing to repeat past mistakes is another part of it. And being open and honest with your communication could be the ultimate game changer here, even with about your, you know, your relationship with yourself. Whatever this is, as a general reading for you, communication is key. That is what I'm getting. I'm going to leave it there, collective. Thank you so much, as always, for joining me. I love doing these readings for you. And yeah, I hope it was helpful to someone out there. Until the next one, take care and bye for now.